guys, so we are going to make an amazing thing today, and we have Piper here joining us. This is my daughter, and she is the reason we're doing this because of that beautiful little newborn girl who has joined our family. And we are going to be making an awesome breast milk balm that can be used like a lotion, a diaper rash cream, and a lot of things to help heal baby skin and actually people's skin too. Yes. So why on earth are we using breast milk? Well, something we have an abundant supply of at the moment, and it actually is extremely healing for the skin. So it's anti-inflammatory. It actually has healing properties that are antimicrobial, antifungal. This is all from breast milk. Super soothing and healing for the skin.
And moisturizing.
Very moisturizing. This is why we're going to use it. So this is something that's all organic, and using mom's breast milk directly on baby's skin is a very good way to know there will not be an allergic reaction. So, sensitive babies love this. So, come join us. Let's give this a try. So, we're going to start off using coconut oil, and we're going to do 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. This is a double boiler that we have set up to melt everything. And the reason we're using coconut oil that is full fat is because you can't use MCT oil or fractionated coconut oil. You need the fat so it's a little more solid at room temperature or in the refrigerator. Once we have that, we want to add our beeswax, which is 1.5 tablespoons, or basically like half of a tablespoon. I mean, 1.5 teaspoons. So this is going to really help give it more solidity and also extend the shelf life a bit. Beeswax, you want to make sure that it's yellow so that it's very rich. That's what we're looking for. Pause. Next, we're putting our shea butter. This is 1 tablespoon of shea butter. This is going to help also with moisturizing skin, and especially for newborns who have that skin that seems to peel off a bit. The last oil we're going to put in there is going to be vitamin E oil. You can use wheat germ. I am using sunflower oil. It's a little bit better for the skin, I feel like, and this is a good preservative as well as skin healing. So this will also extend the life of it. So in our double boiler, we are just going to let this melt. Notice how fast it's melting. This is going to go pretty quick. So this is just making sure everything is getting liquefied. And notice we have not added the breast milk yet, because that is something we want to add at the end after everything is cooled off a bit. So now that it has cooled down quite a bit, that's the important part. It needs to be below 100 degrees. We are now going to add the secret ingredient of breast milk. We can get this open. And this is where we're going to add 2 tablespoons of breast milk. Now, if this is too hot, the breast milk will curdle, and you do not want that. So don't use it if that happens. You'll have to start over. So this is our 2 tablespoons. And we're actually going to whisk this a bit, because see how thick it is? Because it's cooling off. This is what we want. We're going to wait till it's completely mixed. This looks a little bit more like lotion or cream. That's what you're after. Again, if it's too hot, there's a problem. So we're making this for a newborn, so we are not adding any essential oils. If you are doing this for an older baby, 6 months or older, you can add a little bit of lavender essential oil if it's very good, high quality therapeutic grade. So this is pretty good right here. I think we're just about ready to pour. So now we're ready to pour this into our containers. We have a couple of different containers we're going to be putting this into. And this recipe here is good for 4 ounces. Now, we're going to talk about what you can do about storage and how to extend the life of this. So we now have our finished product, which is looking pretty nice. And we're going to talk about the storage. So it lasts 7 to 10 days in the refrigerator, or you can freeze it. So if you make a double batch or a bigger batch at one time, then you can take it and put it in ice cube trays and freeze it and pop it right out, or a silicone mold where you can pop it right out and use it as you need it. That way you make one time, one batch, and you have it for months. It's very helpful that way. So let's talk about how you can use it. Yes, it's amazing for that yucky, scaly skin on little baby newborn's feet and hands, or maybe if baby starts to get a rash, perfect. Also, diaper rash cream. Because we've added the beeswax and the shea butter in there, it's gonna have an amazing coating layer and lock the moisture right into the skin. Perfect. But guess what else? You can also use this as well. So, Mom has a really bad injury. It's a burn, chemical burn from a car accident. So she is going to actually use some of this right on there because, again, it's skin healing and it's very, very helpful. So this can be used for a lot of reasons, a lot of things, and a lot of people in the family. Don't be afraid to do it because this is actually from nature and this is what our bodies respond to the best. So if you just take a look below, you will see the full recipe for this because, like I always say, natural healing is totally doable.